Hi everyone, this is Midnight Mommy. So welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, pag-uusapan natin ngayon is kung paano mag-solve ng pulley problems na this time involve naman ng isang inclined plane at isang suspended mass. So ito yung problem na isi-solve natin for this video. A 5 kilogram block M1 sits on a frictionless 30 degrees inclined plane. It is connected via massless rope over a frictionless pulley to a hanging mass M2 of 6 kilograms. So find the tension in the rope and the acceleration of the system. So for this problem, i-assume natin na frictionless yung ating surface. Alright? And then also, since binanggit na frictionless ang pulley, we will also assume in this case na massless yung pulley natin. So, di natin siya isasama sa calculation. So, magpo-focus lang tayo dito sa dalawang blocks na involve, yung M1 at saka M2. So, ang una natin syempre gagawin is to identify muna yung forces that are acting on our system. And then, after that, saka tayo magpo-formulate ng mga equations na gagamitin natin to solve this problem. Now, meron tayong Fn na nanggagaling doon sa inclined plane. So, let's remember kapag ang object natin is nakapatong on another object, yung object kung saan siya nakapatong, nag-exert yun ng normal force which is acting upwards. And then also, meron tayong Fg which is always directed downwards, straight downwards lang yan. So, this is equivalent to the weight of your M1. And then, meron din tayong component ng Fg along this direction. Why? Kasi meron po tayo ditong inclined plane na 30 degrees. So, obviously, itong Fg natin, meron siyang horizontal component along the direction of this surface. And then also, since ito po ay connected ng isang string na meron tayo ditong pulley, yung string na yon or rope is nag-exert siya ng tension force. At ang direction ng ating tension ay upwards. Okay, pag ganito. Now, saan ang direction ng ating acceleration? So, we will expect na acceleration natin is upward din. So, nandito siya. Okay. Also acting along this direction. Now, ang gagawin natin is that iti-tilt natin to in such a way na itong Fn, yung direction ng Fn na ating y-axis, and then yung direction ng ating t, siya yung ating x-axis. So, magiging ganitong itsura po na ating force diagram. Okay? So, now looking at this, etong FGX, so paano natin makukompute ng value ng FGX po natin? Remember na gagamit lang po tayo dito nung vector resolution. So, matatandaan nyo, kinukuha natin yung components ng ating vector. So, in this case, itong length na to ng FGX is also equivalent to this length. Okay? Now, itong length na to is equal siya sa side ng right triangle na in this case, kung itong angle mo ay 30 degrees, this one is your opposite side. Okay, opposite side siya ng 30-degree angle. So, pag opposite, anong ginagamit natin na trigonometric function? Ang ginagamit po natin dyan ay sine. Okay, so gagamit tayo ng sine function para ma-solve itong ating FGX. Okay, so now gawin natin, identify na natin yung ating Newton's second law of motion na equation dito. So, di ba we know that Newton's second law is F net is equal to ma. Okay, so again, pag sinabi nating F-net, yan yung sum ng mga forces. Now, in this case, yung ating block is nagmo-move lang naman dito along sa x-axis. So, along the vertical axis, wala po siyang movement. Okay? So, since ito lang po yung may movement, ang gagawin natin, i-add lang natin tong dalawang forces na to. Now, kailangan natin i-identify yung signs nila. So, itong tension magiging positive kasi siya is acting to the right. And then, ito namang FGX natin magiging negative kasi it is acting to the left. So, importante po yung paglalagay ng sign kasi pag mali po yung sign natin, ito ay mga vectors, kung nagkamali tayo ng sign, magkakamali na rin tayo for the entire solution. So, next step gagawin natin is to, ito na yung F-net, no? So, that will be P minus FGX. Or para na rin natin sinabi na T plus negative FGX. This one is equal to MA. Okay, now identify natin itong FGX. Yung FGX natin, katulad na banggit ko kanina, di ba? Since ito ay opposite side, gagamit tayo ng sign. So, how do we compute for FGX? This one is equal to FG and then magiging sin theta. Okay, kasi kukunin natin yung component ng FG along the x-axis. Okay, so lipat na natin to, no? Palitan natin. So ito magiging T minus ang FG, paano nga ulit natin kino-compute? So in this case, this one is equal to mg. So ito po, since we're talking about M1, gagawin ko lang itong M1G. And then, i-add ko yung sine theta. And then this one now is equal to M1A. Ayan. So next step ang gagawin ko naman is itong negative M1G sine theta. Ita-transpose ko siya dito sa aking right side so that yung T lang ang matitira dito sa left side. So magiging ganito ang equation natin. T is equal to M1A plus, ito magiging plus po ito pag transpose, magiging M1G sine theta. Okay, so ito po yung ating first equation. So hindi muna natin ito gagalawin, kaya babalikan natin ito mamaya. So tingnan muna natin lahat ng mga forces acting on your M2 block. So sa M2 block naman, ganito naman ang itsura niya, no? So meron tayong again rope. So remember, pag meron tayong tension, it is always directed upwards. So upward siya, and then yung ating weight, of course, is always acting downward. So for M2, ang ating equation for this one would be again, F net is equal to MA. Now, in this case, remember na yung object natin is going downwards. Diba? So since going downward siya, yung ating acceleration dito magiging negative. Okay, negative na yung magiging sign nito. And then yung tension natin, it's acting upward. So dapat ito ay positive. At yung FJ natin, since it is acting downward, ito ay magiging negative. Now, in this case, substitute na natin dito sa F net. So, add lang natin itong dalawang forces na to. So, ito ay magiging T minus FG. And then, this one now will be equal to negative MA. So, bakit negative MA? Kasi yung sign ng A natin dito is negative. Right? Now, itong FG, papalitan ko lang to ng M2G. Kasi remember, FG is just equal to mg. Okay, so ito magiging negative M2A. Ayan. So next step, ang gagawin natin is i-transpose natin itong negative M2G dito sa kabilang side, sa right side, para maging positive siya. So para maiwan lang yung T dito sa ating left side. So ito ngayon magiging M2G, so positive, minus ito yung M2A. Ayan. So, ito na ngayon yung ating second equation. So, ngayon na meron na tayong dalawang equations na gagawin natin, i-combine natin sila. So, since parehas lang naman silang equal to T, so gagawin natin, i-equate lang natin sila. So, ito yung first one, ilalagay ko siya sa left side ng aking equation. So, this will be M1A plus M1G sine theta. Tapos ito naman pangalawa, ilalagay ko siya sa right side. So magiging M2G minus M2A. Now, so next step natin is i-add natin lahat ng mga like terms. So lahat ng A sa left side and then lahat ng G dito sa right side. So kung pag ginawa natin yon, so start tayo dito sa M1A. And then ito, yung negative M2A, lilipat ko rito sa left side. So, since ito ay negative, magiging positive siya. Pag ilipat natin dito, so magiging M2A. And then sa kabila naman, we have M2G. And then ito, ililipat ko siya rito sa right side para lahat sila dito G. But since ito ay positive, pag nilipat natin siya sa right side, magiging negative na siya. So, magiging minus M1G sine theta. Okay, so simplifying natin siya, pwede natin i-factor out ang A dito, such as we have M1 plus M2. And then dito sa kabila, i-factor out ko yung G kasi common factor siya. So this is G, M2 minus M1 sine theta. And finally, para masagot natin yung value na acceleration, i-divide na natin both sides of the equation by M1 plus M2. And so this is M1 plus M2. So mangyayari, makakancel na siya dito. So therefore, ang final equation na natin for the acceleration is this. So we have G, and then M2 minus M1 sine theta, and then i-divide natin siya sa M1 plus M2. Okay, so now ready na tayo mag-substitute ng values. So remember, yung ating M1 is 5 kilograms. Yung ating M2 ay 6 kilograms. Yung value ng ating G is 9.8 meters per second squared. And then yung value ng ating theta, that's 30 degrees. Okay, so substitute na natin siya dito. So you have A, this is 9.8 meters per second squared. This one is 6 kilograms minus yung ating 5 kilograms na M1 times your sine of 30 degrees. Yan. So divided by, meron tayo ditong 6 kilograms plus 5 kilograms. Okay, pag ganito na, isasuggest ko, huwag nyo siya indidiretso sa calcu kasi baka magkamali kayo. So, much better na isa-isa lang. Kasi pag gagamit kayo sa calcu nito ng dire-diretso nyo, kailangan marunong kayong gumamit ng parenthesis. So, alam nyo kung saan siya gagamitin. Kasi otherwise, mamamali po kayo ng sagot. Isa-isahin muna natin. So, this is 9.8 meters per second squared. Okay, and then ito, meron tayong 6 kilograms. Okay, and then gagawin ko muna, i-multiply ko muna to. 5 kg times sine 30. So that's 5 times sine 30. Okay, so makuha po natin dito is 2.5. So now meron na tayong 9.8 meters per second squared. And then ito magiging 6 kilograms minus 2.5 kilograms. Yan, i-divide natin siya sa, ilan ba yung 6 plus 5? We have 11 kg. So doing this further, so we have 9.8 meters per second squared. And then yung 6 minus 2.5 gives us 3.5 kg. And then this is over 11 kg. So if you notice, makakancel po natin yung unit ng kg, so leaving us only with meters per second squared. Okay, so now we have 9.8. And then the times natin siya sa 3.5. Okay, so this gives us 34.3. Okay, so this is now 34.3 meters per second squared divided by 11. So, final value po natin dyan is 3.12. Ni-round off ko na lang po to kasi mahabang decimal to. Okay, so, therefore, this is your acceleration. 3.12 meters per second squared. Na kung gusto natin i-compute yung value ng ating tension, pwede natin gamitin kahit alin dito sa dalawang equation na to. Okay? So, in this case, hanapin lang natin kung ano yung mas madaling gamitin. So, I think mas madaling gamitin itong second one. So, gagamitin po natin yung second equation natin. So, that's T is equal to M2G minus M2A. So, pwede natin i-factor out dito yung M2. So, this will become M2G minus A. So, para mas madali mag-substitute later. So, yung M2 natin, this is 6 kilograms. And then yung ating G, that's 9.8 meters per second squared. Minus yung na-compute natin acceleration, that's 3.12 meters per second squared. So this now will give us 6 kilograms, 6.68. 6.68 meters per second squared. Okay, so mapapansin nyo, no, kilogram meter per second squared is equal to Newton. So 40. So ni-round off ko na lang po to. So this is 40 newtons. Yan. So therefore, yung ating pong values is acceleration is 3.12 meters per second squared and yung ating tension is 40 newtons. So I hope guys you have learned so much from this video. So yung ating pong susunod na video is meron naman po siyang friction. So I hope you keep on watching our videos and hope to see you guys on my next tutorial. Bye and thanks for watching.